Hi, I'm Elizabeth Ken. We're standing outside Punctured Professional Body Piercing in Boston, Massachusetts, and this is our video for the APP application. This is our front door, this is the sign, and let's go upstairs. We're a second floor studio. Unfortunately, we're not handicap accessible at this time, but we're hoping to move to a first floor soon. Do a 360 pan with the floors and ceilings. Okay, so this is the lobby. We share with the tattoo studio over there. We just have a couch out here. And then this is the door to our actual studio. We have our sign up with our hours and our identification and age requirements. And come on in. And then you're going to do a 360 pan around this room. Okay, this is the general waiting room slash front counter slash jewelry display area. Over here we have signage saying not to touch, handle, play with, insert, move your jewelry in the studio. We have business cards, and we have our aftercare down there, Neil Med. In this case, we have jewelry used for initial piercings. We have mostly gold on the top shelf, ends and decorative rings, stuff like that. And then we have some of our fancier titanium options on the end. Then on the second shelf, we have neometal titanium and threaded ends in 16 and 14 gauge from industrial strength and anatometal. On the bottom shelf, we have nipple jewelry, some clickers from industrial strength, a few hanging designs from Buddha and glassware, and then captive bead rings and all of our navel jewelry, also from industrial strength and anatometal. And then if you want to come up and around, this is the back of the front counter space. It's kind of a small space. We have a refrigerator with juice boxes and water and ice packs in case anyone gets faint or needs a juice box. Printer, computer where we do all of our inventory and everything, and the credit card machine, phone. We have jewelry baggies for in case people bring in used jewelry, gloves to avoid cross-contamination, as well as sandy wipes, Windex and paper towels for cleaning this front counter, and then just our binders and our iPad for paperwork, stuff like that. And then over here in these cases, we have jewelry that's mostly from the organics companies that's not used for initial piercing. So Maya on the top shelf, Glassware Studios on the second shelf, which we do pierce with some of the single flare glass plugs for large gauge lobes. Some industrial strength eyelets and some other various jewelry companies on the bottom shelf. And then over here, Diablo Organics on the top shelf, Tawapa on the second shelf, and then a mix of some more, I think Diablo and Tether and a couple other companies on the bottom shelf. And then there's some benches and a cabinet with t-shirts and decorative pieces that are not from here. And portfolio, business cards, etc., and a coffee maker. And then this goes into the piercing room. So you can come to the piercing room and shut the door. We do a 360 pan around the piercing room. Make sure you get the sharps container and the trash and everything. Okay, so this is the piercing room, door with the mirror, massage table for clients for piercing, mayo stand for setting up on. Over here we have the sharps container, which obviously is contaminated. We have signage, do not touch your jewelry. Trash can down here with the do not touch sign, This shelf was for dirty tools before we went disposable. It's no longer in use for anything. In this cabinet, we just have backstock of supplies, so saline, gauze, iodine, stuff like that, sterile gloves, more gloves, sandy wipes, exam table paper, dental bibs. Over here, we obviously have the Statum and 2 cassettes for the Statum. Sandy wipes out, gloves out, everything for cleaning and prepping, so alcohol, iodine, chlorhexidine wipes in case someone's allergic to iodine, sterile saline wipes, and cotton tip applicators. Down here is just the Statum reservoirs. We have a second Statum in the back, backstock sterile saline wipes, and distilled water. Up here we have some stuff for the Statum. Try to get like in the cabinet. We have spore tests, some gentian violet, and some other stuff just for use in piercing, headlamp marking tools. In here we have sterile gloves and some sterile saline for cleanup, some cups and mouthwash for oral piercing prep. And then in the drawers, actually you can use gloves to open the drawers. On top of the autoclave we have our autoclave log. Use gloves to open these drawers. This is where we keep all of our items for, well, the rest of our items for piercing are in this drawer. Dental bibs, gauze, more gauze, lube, some skin markers, which are single use and sterile, face masks, our Statum trays ready to go, and then some jewelry that we didn't end up using that is still sterile from the Statum. Well, it's not sterile anymore, but it was sterilized and then needs to be put away. In here we have tools, which were disposable, so these get thrown out after use or put in the sharps container, depending. The glass receiving tubes obviously in the sharps, the hemostats and clamps in the trash. And then down here we have tools that we don't really use except for the calipers, but since we're disposable, these are just my personal tools. I don't use them anymore since I went freehand. And that should cover the piercing room. Oh, we also have a HEPA filter on the wall over there, and yep, that should cover the piercing room. So then we come back here. Since we are a disposable studio, we don't have a dirty room, so there's no ultrasonic, no place for processing tools because we don't process any tools. So this is just the back area. Do as best a 360 pan of the back area as you can. Where did you get the closet? Okay, so in the back area, we have obviously the hand washing sink over here, cold and hot water, hands-free paper towel dispenser, hands-free soap dispenser, some gloves, a hand washing sign of how to wash your hands, and some lotion. Then over, I guess we'll go over here, we have some backstock jewelry, neo-metal ends, threaded ends, and gold, some retainers and larger gauge stuff down the bottom. And then if you want to turn around, we have a closet mostly for personal items and cleaning supplies. So personal items on the bottom, some cleaning supplies, our safe, and some paperwork and paper products on top. And then down here, this cabinet just has stuff for the anodizer and more cleaning supplies. Up here we have all of our backstock. We have needles, needle blanks and pins, tapers, all of our neo-metal posts, and then all of our basic jewelry, so captive bead rings, seam rings, barbells, curved barbells, horseshoes, etc. All labeled by gauge and length and what they are. Some more needles on top that wouldn't fit in the drawers, a few tools up here for bending jewelry, such as nostril screws before it gets sterilized. Down here on this countertop we have our cash box and the second Statum, which isn't currently working because it won't work when it plugs in. But anyway, then we have the anodizer over here as well, and an anodizing chart, and the jewelry steamer for processing jewelry when it comes in before it gets put away and then sterilized for use. We have 2 drawers here, one with backstock display stuff, and then this one is just kind of random stuff, some stuff for like the air conditioner and the internet, and paintbrushes. And then in these cabinets here, we just have some paint and some, I think, Drano. And that covers the studio. So now we'll go out and we'll show you where the bathroom is and the back exit. Oh, so right here, sorry, there's a closet right here that we share with the tattoo studio. Closet, open. It's mostly their stuff in there. You don't want to go around. But we just use the broom and the mop. They stay there so they don't touch anything clean. And then air conditioners are ours, but everything else is the tattoo studio's. Good. And then we move on to the bathroom, restroom. If you want to do a 360 pan of the bathroom. And there's no paper towels. So I'm going to run and replace the paper towels really quick. Okay, so this is the bathroom. Obviously we have a liquid soap dispenser, hot and cold water in the sink, and single paper towel dispenser. And we have our sign saying not to touch your jewelry or take it out or anything. And that is the bathroom. And then over here, we go out to the door that says exit. And this is the way out the back. Let me just leave that open. And there's 2 doors. And this is the back of the studio. And that down there goes down to the back where the dumpster is and the street. And that is it. Thank you for your consideration. Bye.